Hello and welcome to this new video from Olfert&Co. As always, my name is Tobias and it's great that you've tuned in again today. In today's video, we would like to present you with an addition to the ever-popular Mido Multifort TV Big Date. And now, in a really awesome color here in rose gold with a brown rubber strap, a model we've actually been longing for a long time. We were teased about it beforehand and we're really eager for it. And in person, it's absolutely convincing. Feel free to be convinced as well in the next few minutes, as we will take a look at the model together. And I would say, let's not waste any time and dive right in. Enjoy. So, and now we see the Mido Multi-TV Big Dead in all its glory. Really a super beautiful execution. Here. In the classic dimensions, so in terms of dimensions and the basic craftsmanship, nothing has changed here. This is simply an additional color variant. We still have the 40mm case, or rather 39 and 40, depending on how you want to measure it. But let's just say 40 case. For simplicity's sake, we still have the crown guard on the right side here. And the screwed crown to bring the model to life here. And of course, very important, the distinctive TV design. So I would say a relatively square look, reminiscent of a TV, all in the 4:3 format of its time, the tube TVs, maybe some of you still remember them. That's perhaps something where our generation grew up with. And the older ones definitely still know it, the younger ones probably not. But if we take a look at the dial here now, it's absolutely amazing. We have a really beautiful finish here. It's really nicely satin finished, with a great color gradient, also kept in brown. Depending on how the light falls, you can also see the metallic shine. And from other angles, the whole thing appears almost black. Simply well done. And then with the prominent big date display at 12 o'clock, it's really well executed. Just a beautiful watch. Pleasant finish. We have brushed elements, but also polished ones. If you take a look at the bezel from the side, it's completely polished, but the flank is brushed. And when we look at it from the front, it's also brushed accordingly. It just looks fantastic. The whole thing is further enhanced by the double-sided anti-reflective sapphire glass. Here now, in the light, you can of course see reflections, but we also have quite a massive lighting setup, which naturally enhances the whole thing. But otherwise, feel free to keep looking at it. Then connected here to the brown rubber strap with embossing and also the rose-colored pin buckle with Mido embossing. That just looks fantastic. On the back, we see here the screwed case back with a display window offering a view of the Mido Kaliber 80. That is 80.66521. With an 80-hour power reserve and Nivaquarn balanced spring and hairspring. Thus, truly a solid movement with excellent high timekeeping values, as well as great protection against environmental influences, temperature changes, and of course, magnetic fields. At the beginning, or rather with the first batch of the Mido TV Big Date, there was a problem with the date mechanism. However, Mido quickly resolved that. By now it is completely out of the world. There was just a small detail that needed to be changed. And that is now absolutely a thing of the past. Perhaps some of you have heard or read about it. So anyone who buys such a model now, or has in the past few months, doesn't need to worry about it. Even the date mechanism, it's just a really beautiful mechanism. Let me see if we can get a little closer. So, and now feel free to take a look at the date mechanism. These are two discs that rotate against each other, and it's really well done. Let's screw the whole thing back on. And we have here such stylish timeless watch. Amazing. In this context, let's also take a look at the case dimensions. Here we come. Yes, I'm measuring it a bit at an angle, slightly offset. We get 39.8 millimeter. A case height of only 11.8 meters. Then the lug-to-lug distance is 46.4 meters. So really a compact dimension to be able to wear the model wonderfully, so you can wear it without any problems. I would say from a wrist size of 16.11 upwards, you will see it shortly on my wrist as well. Then we can take another look at it together. But now I also wanted to show you the luminous material here, because here is the Multifort TV Big Date. It also has lume built in and can shine wonderfully in the dark and twilight, depending on how it is charged, but the super luminova. It then gives its usual. Yes, those were the first impressions of the watch. Simply well done. If I throw it on my wrist now, as always, 18 to 18.5, depending, but as a guideline, then you can take another look and see for yourself. Feel free to take a look. Now a bit from a distance. So it is an incredibly harmonious color scheme. Some people simply won't like the color tone, that's clear, but in itself it's just a coherent picture. There is of course a model from another manufacturer, let's say, which is very well known, and also in the Elbphilharmonie, similar color executions or a similar appearance. But I would say here, for the average earner, this might be more attainable. Because here with the Mido Multifort Big Date, we're looking at $1,300 in the MSRP, so a bit more expensive than the classic steel models, but still reasonable in comparison, with the additional cost. The steel models start at $1,170 or $1,200 with a steel bracelet. And here, the update with the PVD coating, the whole thing is a bit more expensive, but ultimately everyone has to decide for themselves which version they find attractive. But now let's take a closer look at the whole thing. So, and now you can see it here again on the wrist. 18 to 18.5 centimeters in circumference, and simply a stylish watch. Model that stands out, that really catches the eye, especially with the color, as well as, of course, the design. So Mido has started an incredible run with the TV, a real run. Hit the mark, or in this case, hit the brown, if you want to put it that way. Simply well done. I truly wish Mido all the best from the bottom of my heart. It is a great brand, and they absolutely deserve the success. Yes, that should be it for the video on the Mido Multifort TV Big Date. Here in the new brown version. I hope you enjoyed the video and especially the watch. Feel free to leave us your comments, your opinion, and also let us know which color version you would prefer. Who would find it worth the extra here? Rose, gold, PVD, or perhaps a more classic version? Let us know in the comments. We would definitely be pleased. Otherwise, feel free to subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. Tune in again next time. And then I've actually listed everything there is to list. In that sense, until next time, enjoy the good weather. Bye.